Hello and welcome to round 2. This is Bill Clodsey with a green-white, pretty much exert deck. It's fairly aggressive. A lot of 2-drops. And even a couple 1-drops, a couple fan bearers. Always happy to see one of those pop up on turn 1. Let's see, black-green. It might be that Vizier of Remedies does real work in this game. I will bluff attack here. It's not really a bluff because it doesn't punish them if they block. It's a semi-bluff, but they don't want to lose their Vitalist, so fair enough. Jund. So Jund is also a good color combination for the counters. And let's see if we can do anything about that. If they do trade with the Vizier, we can play Cropmate, and if they do not, we play Initiate. We still just want to keep doing damage, even if we're trading 2 damage for 3 damage right now. I don't think we beat a 3-color deck in the late game. Okay. So pretty much the same options as we had last turn. We don't want to use Fanbearer to tap a creature before blocks. So we can go attack, attack. We've got all our mana up, so that means tricks aren't quite as likely, although they have all their colors and 3 mana. And these blocks are fine. Here's where they do a synchronized strike to completely blow us out. 4-2, yeah, so a nice clean 2-for-1 for them. But at least both of our creatures get to come back. One by way of a devoted Cropmate, the other by virtue of its Embalm. Oh no, here's a 6-6 trample. 6-4 regular. And just a regular. Now they're really going nuts, exerting everything they know. We don't want to block with the Cropmate because we'd rather get it back. And this is interesting though. We'd like to exert here to get our thing. They probably block. But then we can take care of 2 of their creatures for the price of 1 before bringing back our Unwavering Initiate. And those are some tough to deal with creatures. That takes 10 power off the board. And getting the Vizier of Remedies back immediately is better than getting in 1 damage by playing Dusk First Main. Oh, can we draw our Quarry Hauler? It's a great way to punish a Channeler Initiate that puts counters on itself. Oh well, not this turn. So they're going to thin their deck a bit, and we get in a couple damage here. They could block with the Vitalist because they have plenty of mana. They have 7, so only the most expensive of spells in their deck help them out here. Maybe they're looking to draw toward Sandworm Convergence. Wouldn't put it past them. So we'll leave down a Fanbearer tap, which might be nice on our opponent's upkeep to stop them using that extra Channeler Initiate or Naga Vitalist mana. And right, whatever they don't block with here is going to get tapped down. That's basically our game plan. They finally do. They finally trade off. And you don't always need to tap in the upkeep, but for mana producers especially, it is a good idea. And they just want to make it bigger. Colossipede, that's a big one. I F6'd actually, but that was wrong. We gotta tap all this stuff down. And the Quarry Hauler. Do we want to put a counter back on it? Not really. We also don't want to... Well, we could take a counter off it. Let's say they have Glorybringer in their deck. We already deal with this creature, and they could just take it off anyway, so the best bet here is just to go along with it. We don't have the double mana up this next turn, so we can just let Channeler initiate attack and get in for 4 here. Tapping down old Colossipede. And this one we'll let go to combat. They don't have white here, but against some sorcery speed untaps. You don't want to let them untap their own creature on their main phase. Do we trade here? Probably not. We're at a higher life total. We don't really care about that. Gravedigger bringing back something. It could be Bitterblade Warrior, just to have more. Or just a giant creature, I guess. Jeru's Resolve. Interesting. Well, we could attack for 11 here. They block a Fanbearer. Go to 1. That can't be right, so let's just attack and exert here. We could use that Jeru's Resolve to get in another attack next turn. Be funny if they had a combat trick here, but they don't. And once again, we can let them attack in with the Initiate if they like, and tap down whatever they have remaining second main. Definitely want to tap the Colossipede though. Oh no, they're using cycling on all this. Cultivator. So this attack makes sense. They know we can block with everything. They know we can tap down everything is what I meant. Kind of thinking about a couple different things at the moment. But yeah, do we want to use Jeru's Resolve now or later? Let's see what we draw and play it on our turn. Because now it has the buff. And that does come in for a clean 7. Can't think of any 2-mana black removal spells at instant speed. There are 3 and above. So there's one game, and this is a game where we leave in both Dusks because their creatures are giant. They have a lot of little mana creatures, which is fine. Oshra Cultivators. Throne might get better. And I actually like... Where is it? Did we not get one? Where's our enchantment removal? If we did have enchantment removal in the sideboard... Oh, here it is. Forsake the Worldly. Yeah, I actually like that, because their style of deck can easily run some enchantments. Some giant annoying things. And if not, it's always cyclable, just like Jeru's Resolve. I'm just afraid of that unbeatable sandworm convergence. And we have it, so if it's good, we'll find out. Not a bad hand. This is why we have so many 2-drops in the deck. Don't need that upkeep stop anymore. Fanbearer, 1 turn too late. We have plenty of white, so I think we play a green spell this turn. And then we've got all the options for next turn. Well, that's one less sandworm to deal with in the late game, if we get there. Ooh, Bloodlust Inciter. I like the haste with these giant creatures. It really puts pressure on. There's no reason to believe they have a +2/+2 pump here. Or that they would use it if we exerted, so we can just attack normally. And get another one out. This is not too bad against Splendid Agony. That's a funny one against Vizier of Remedies because they just have to point both counters at Vizier to deal with it. But they still can deal with it. Nothing on turn 4. So I wonder what that means. Let's see if they respond to Vizier by trying to kill one of our creatures. They do not. It could still be Electrify. This is a really strange one. Or oh, Stir the Sands. Yeah, that works. They could even give it haste. Shouldn't have attacked with Fanbearer. We could have gotten more value out of this attack, but it looks like we'll still get in 4 damage here. Keep that Fanbearer healthy. Cultivator. They are building up a good defense for what we have going on, and so far no creatures to dusk away. And they get that sandworm back, so we know 25% of their hand. And we draw land. Alright, what to do now? They actually have pretty good blocks for the warriors. Don't love our spot, but we need to get a little more aggressive here if we want to make it happen. Ideally, we can trade our on-crop champion with a couple of their 2-drops, or 2/2s, and then, when they play their big thing, we dusk it away. Oh, all the Ceradons, my goodness. If only there was a reanimate effect in this format. There is, it's mythic rare, it's called Liliana. But I hope they don't have that. Certainly it'd be a reason to play black in the deck. Okay. So I fully expect them to chump the on-crop champion here. But it's not going to stop me from attacking with it. Yeah, they'll get that land. I also have a hunch about this Forsake the Worldly. We don't need anything particular immediately, so we can sit on it a few turns without going to cycle it. It's not like we're so close to winning that we just want to draw that extra card to finish it out. And they've got their 8 mana, so this could be it. No, it's just going to be Colossipede this turn, and then the bigger guy next turn. Ah, Thresher Lizard. Okay, so they didn't give Colossipede haste, So we don't need to worry about using Fanbearer, but we can use Fanbearer now. Yeah, let's hold on to the Forsake. They can't keep letting us attack with this for free, I think. Their best block is just the 2/2/2s. Or this block, which does play well around dusk. It also means they don't have haste with their 7/7. Not terrible. And they have better blockers for our 2-power creatures. Oh no, Merciless Javelineer. We're gonna have to fire off Dusk sooner than later. Okay, let's give up Forsake the Worldly. Maybe we can draw something better. Sure, that qualifies. Run this off. We know they have a giant monster in their hand. Wait, what? This can't be what they meant to do. If they make it small enough that Dusk doesn't kill it, it kills itself. Nice try. Oh, I can't believe it. By nice try, I mean, what the heck are you doing? Okay. Well, trading off is still beneficial for us here. We'll have a tap for their giant 7/7 that they have in hand, the last card, and we can get all our 2-power creatures back with Dawn. And they're 12. And here's Mr. Giant Sandworm. It's better to get 3 damage in this turn or 2 damage in next turn. I guess it's actually better to get 3 damage in this turn than 2 damage in next turn. That's kind of funny. If you can't attack with this, if you can't attack with it without exerting, then you might as well attack with it with exerting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we can get back a couple creatures, but we want to tap that Greater Sandworm. Forget it. I mean, we'd probably survive a few attacks from the Sandworm, but no reason to push it. Ooh. Well, we do get the value from sacrificing the Initiate, but the Warrior just doesn't do as much. Gotta get aggressive. So Vizier first to see if that forces out a spell. And here's hoping they don't have the black cartouche or some other crazy thing. The fight cartouche would be even worse than that against Vizier. Better for them. Alright, same idea here. We want to tap down their Greater Sandworm. And our attack beats any blocker, any single blocker. So I wonder what it is, a fog? Probably don't need to exert this. And if we win this game, that puts us into the finals, so I'll see you there.